Namaskar and good morning to honorable dignitaries, students, parents, fellow faculty members. I, Ritupriya Gutu, on behalf of Department of Law, Prestige Institute of Management and Research, welcomes you all to the Orientation Program 2021. As a faculty members, we are aware that this day is very special and a much awaited event in every student's life, as you all are about to embark a new journey. As one of the leading private institutes in Central India, Department of Law, PIMR, will help the budding lawyers by providing a rich array of opportunities for you to learn, to grow, and to make a difference in the world. We hope you discover over the next 4 days that you have entered a very lively, diverse, and a warm Department of Law family. For the intellectual adventure you're about to undertake, we are indeed privileged to have amongst us for today's function, Honorable Justice C.V. Sirpurkar, former Judge, High Court of Madhya Pradesh, Dr. Nitesh Saraswat, Professor, Law Center 2, Delhi University, and Dr. R.K. Sharma, Director in Charge, Department of Law, Prestige Institute of Management and Research. I now request Dr. R.K. Sharma, sir, Director in Charge, Department of Law, Prestige Institute of Management and Research, to kindly address the august gathering.
Good morning, all of you. Chief guest of the occasion, Honorable Justice C.V. Sirpurkar ji. Guest of the honor of today's function, Dr. Ritesh Saraswat ji from Department of Law, University of Delhi. My faculty colleagues, and of course, very important for us, dear students. I congratulate each one of you to choose law as a stream to make your career. And above that, you have chosen Prestige Department of Law to pursue your career in the field of law. I welcome you all. We at Prestige believe that students are the most important stakeholder. And this philosophy was being given to us by our founder chairman, Padma Shri Nemnath ji Jain, who has started this academic activities way back in 1994. So we have got a 25 years legacy in the field of academics, wherein we believe in giving the best to the students. Prestige Department of Law is an autonomous institute with A++ grade from National Accreditation and Assessment Board, a body of UGC. I hope that during your stay for coming 4 to 5 years, you will have a feel of walking in and driving out. We conduct many activities, and we expect, and I'm confident that you will be part of all those activities. As in Prestige, we believe in continuous progression of the students. We never believe in taking, once in 6 months or once in a year examination, and that is how we are going to evaluate you or promote you. We believe in giving continuous progression activities, which will definitely on your skills in the field of law. I will not be taking much of your time because this orientation program is there for another 4 or 5 days. Me, along with my faculty members, will definitely be interacting with you a lot. You must all be very eager to listen to 2 of our eminent guests, Honorable Justice Sirpurkar ji and a very eminent professor in the field of law, Dr. Saraswat ji. Definitely their inputs today will give you a path, give you an insight into the field of law, and definitely you are going to carry it throughout your life. With this, I wish you all the very best. Vijayi Bhava, Yashasvi Bhava. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I would now request Nakul sir to kindly play the video of our institution.
Educating someone is the noblest effort anyone can do in his lifetime. Prestige Education Foundation was founded with the same motive in the year 1994. In its journey, this foundation is nurturing students from LKG till PhD. With the vision of developing students of society as frontrunners and to contribute towards national development, Prestige Education Foundation runs institutions offering courses in management, engineering, law, media studies, commerce, IT, to name a few. With its glorious voyage of excellence in quality education, research and consultancy, the Prestige Education Foundation now stands at a new threshold with its upcoming Prestige University. The man behind this vision is Padma Shri Dr. N. Jain, an entrepreneur, industrialist and philanthropist. Carrying the vision of Dr. N. Jain to new heights, Dr. Devish Jain, Chairman, Prestige Education Foundation and Chancellor, Prestige University, and Mr. Dipin Jain, Vice Chairman, Prestige Education Foundation and Pro-Chancellor, Prestige University, are spearheading this intellectual entity by following the footprints and vision of their father. Maintaining high standards as per the norms and directives of higher education and education bodies of state and central government, the institute was successful to get permanent affiliation from the prestigious Devi Ahilya Vishwavidyalaya Indore in the year 2000. It enjoys autonomous status thrice consecutively by UGC in 2006, 2012 and again in 2018. It is recognized by University Grants Commission under 2F and 12B. The institute has been accredited twice by National Assessment and Accreditation Council NAC with NAC A-grade accreditation, in 2009 with a CGPA of 3.11 and in 2014 with a CGPA of 3.33. It is an ISO 9001-2015 certified institute. PIMR provides suitable environment for academic research and currently has 49 PhD guides, 115 JRF and PhD awardees, and 91 research scholars at our PhD Center, which came into action in the year 1994. The PhD Center is a recognized research center of Devi Ahilya Vishwavidyalaya Indore. At present, close to 400 research papers of our faculty members have made their place in different and esteemed international and national research journals such as UGC, UGC Care, Scopus and ABDC. In the year 2019, PIMR was enlisted under UGC Paramarsh scheme where it assists other institutions for NAC accreditation purposes. PIMR Good Governance Cell has been actively involved in conducting various activities related to public-private relationship model and helps to accomplish various government projects. Department of Higher Education and World Bank initiated Governance Benchmarking Project with international standards, in which PIMR Indore is identified as a top-notch institute and has been suggested to offer suggestions and recommendations to other institutions. The year of 2018 brought another milestone for us as the foundation stone of Atal Incubation Center Prestige Inspire Foundation was laid, which is an initiative supported by Atal Innovation Mission, Niti Aayog and the Government of India. The concept of Prestige Atal Incubation Center is to give a shape with the notion of establishing startups in the agricultural sector of MP region and other promising sectors by budding entrepreneurs. The AIC currently has 12 startups that have won numerous awards at international and national levels. Beginning with 400 in 1994, the student strength now stands at over 5,000 and continues to rise in postgraduate courses, MBA full-time, MBA Financial Administration, MBA Marketing Management, MBA International Business, MBA Personnel Administration, MBA Advertising and Public Relations, MBA Part-Time, Master of Mass Communication. In undergraduate courses, BBA, BBA Foreign Trade, BCA, BCom Honours, BA JMC, and in law courses, BA LLB Honours, BCom LLB Honours, BBA LLB Honours, LLB Honours, LLM. The institute also offers a range of certification programs. Complacency leads to stagnancy. The institute continuously evaluates itself through participation in various external rankings conducted by external agencies. The institute has been consistently ranked in top business schools of India on a variety of parameters. The institute supports and promotes a range of developmental programs for faculty members and has successfully conducted many faculty development programs, research methodology workshops, curriculum development workshops, case study workshops, and international conferences ever since its inception. We are proud to host a galaxy of experts, luminaries, and delegates cutting across industries and sectors who have blessed, motivated, and inspired our students with their knowledge, experience, and expertise. PIMR's Research Consultancy and Training Wing conducts MDPs, EDPs, and many training programs for industry and several departments. Under the umbrella of best practices, PIMR prides itself in providing the students a holistic center, road track club, PIMR literacy mission, and our flagship program Rahat, a health camp organized to serve community. Anubhuti and village adoption are at the forefront of our endeavor to contribute meaningfully towards social causes. A sound infrastructure is one of the most crucial elements for creating a sound learning environment within an institution. Keeping this in mind, the institute has been maintaining its advanced infrastructure such as e-library, dedicated English language lab, computer-based simulation lab, and a well-equipped media studio that caters to all the requirements of film and television production. All these have led to the creation of award-winning productions. Department's community radio and Prestige International Film Festival help media students to get contemporary exposure. Apart from classroom teaching, the institute provides an array of activities and engagement initiatives for students. E-Shakti, a student-driven event, was a joint initiative of Madhya Pradesh Agency of Promotion of Information Technology, Bharti Airtel Limited Airtel, and Prestige Institute of Management and Research, which empowered 120,000 women of Madhya Pradesh by making them computer literate. Regular series of institute-industry interactions, student-driven clubs, Central India's biggest youth festival Manthan, are all platforms for students in the direction of experiential and hands-on learning. With our students, we have successfully achieved Guinness World Record of largest backward walk and many other records. We are proud about our supportive and meaningful MOUs with foreign universities and institutions such as Munich Business School, Munich, Germany, London School of Business and Finance, Singapore, Siam University, Bangkok, Thailand, Federal Polytechnic, Oko, Anambra State, Nigeria, International Latin University, Argentina, Poltava University of Economics and Trade, Poltava, Ukraine, NEFU University, Yakutsk, Russia, Synergy University, Moscow, Russia, Florida International University, United States of America, to name a few. In continuation with this, we also maintain a list of strong linkages and professional MOUs with industry. The institute offers global exposure to students through its international linkages in the forms of international internships, industrial visits, foreign certification programs, and short training courses. An institute is known by its students and their success stories. Placements at PIMR have been outstanding, attracting recruiters from diverse sectors. Alumni are the real brand ambassadors, and our institute feels immensely proud of PIMR alumni who are creating milestones in their respective fields. Having made their footprints domestically and globally, our alumni are associated with top leagues across industries. The next milestone in this enriching and engaging journey for PIMR is to be a degree awarding institute.
Our guest of honor for today's function is Dr. Nitesh Saraswat, Professor, Law Center 2, University of Delhi. Currently, he is working as a professor at Campus Law Center, University of Delhi, and has a rich administrative and research experience in renowned institutions like Amity University, Tata Institute, Nirman University, to name a few. He has also been a master trainer in counseling projects for people with HIV. To his credit, he has more than 30 publications in renowned international journal and has also authored a textbook on Code of Criminal Procedure and Juvenile Delinquency Law. We welcome you, sir, and are indeed privileged to have you with us today. I would request you if you could kindly address the gathering and bless our students.
Thank you, Ritu Priyaji. First of all, thanks for inviting me for this orientation program to Dr. R.K. Sharma sir. Respected Honorable Justice Shri C.V. Sirpurkar sir, respected Director in Charge Dr. R.K. Sharma sir, Prestige Institute of Management, Department of Law, and my dear students who are in this orientation program, and my dear colleagues at Prestige Institute. First of all, I will talk about this humble profession, as we all belong to the legal fraternity, and as per the societal values, we are always receiving that we are not in a humble profession, but I will say as a professional that we are in a humble profession, and such a vibrant profession where we are using our human skills significantly in a very scientific manner, and we apply it in a very systematic and professional manner. And our skills depends from person to person, place to place, time to time. When we are in, when a professional lawyer is in high court, he is in a different form. When he is in the lower court, he is in a different form. When people like us, we are in academics, we are in a different form. But ultimately, if we talk about this profession, as per best of my knowledge, since I am teaching since last 14 years, and I have got to know that this is the most humble profession. So this is lectures for the students, where I will just take them to the journey where they are right now. They are admitting themselves. As we very well know that it's the duty of every citizen to know about the law of its land. We must have the knowledge of our laws, and therefore the legal professional person, he is of a great importance because he is a professional. He is having a special knowledge about that legal laws and all. So every time we are in need, Now, the relation of society and law is a very old one. Sometimes we derive the law from society. Sometimes the law is imposed by the upper side, from the upper side, the sovereign, and people used to have the implementation. And my dear students, if you really want to know the real meaning of law, we talk it as a common sense. This is not more than a common sense what we have codified in a way so that we do not forget that common sense, right? So when it is codified, the society behaves according to that code. Typical definition of the law is that law is a systematic arrangement of the various codes and laws, and this is a code which the people used to follow. But first of all, when we are relating the law and society, it's our duty as a legal professional that we must give something to the society. As well as we contribute to the society, we have to contribute to our family, we have to contribute to everyone, we have to contribute towards nation also, and vice versa. We are having the duty to ourselves, to propagate the profession, to work very in a very sincere manner, in a very professional manner, and duty towards the nation that we are abiding our own laws and we are interpreting our laws in such a way that we help the persons to achieve the natural justice. No doubt, is between us. Justice Purkar sir is between us. I will not speak about justice and all. So, a legal professional is a very dynamic profession. Dear students, you should understand basically that where you are being admitted, and you are here for next 5 years or 3 years, you will pursue the law course, and what are the basics you must have every time. What are the tactics to take them? What is the tactic to take the knowledge? What should be your behavior? How should you react? How should you speak? Everything you will develop in these phased manner, so that you can be a good professional later on, whether you are in a practicing field, whether you are making the preparation for judiciary, whether you will join as a law professional or law officer, or whether you will join any private corporates, or you will work as your own firm. There are many ways to propagate this legal profession. So if you are practicing in courts, you first have to develop the skills of the mooting. While in these 5 years and in these 3 years of law, you have to develop the mooting skills. Mooting skills are basically when you learn how to speak before in the court premises, how you are you can say how you take part, what is the promptness, what is your patience. Everything is tested. So when you want to practice in the court, you have to develop yourself accordingly. In these 5 years, you have to develop, you must learn the dynamic speaking skills, you must learn the language, you must know how to draft. And if you are joining as a law officer, certainly after 5 year completion, you have to take part in the various legal decisions of your institutions. You will be suggesting also in the various legal decisions of that particular corporate or particular PSU, or where you are joining as a law officer. If you are working as a government pleader, your views will be different. You will be working on a different side. You will be having a case from government. When you are privately practicing, the things will be different. When you are acting as a public prosecutor, things will be different. In the criminal cases, in the civil cases, that will be different. And when moreover you are having another professional degree in addition to your law degree, that is like company secretary, CA, etc., if you are pursuing with that, then you may proceed further for appointment as a liquidators, company secretary. You can be a tax practitioner also. So there are multiple dimensions for you open after this 5 years. So for all these multiple dimensions, you right now have to make the mind. Don't just like that the things will be keep going on. I will listen to the lecture, teacher will come in the class, they will teach and they will go, and after that I'm not having any duty, I will sit at home. No, the things like, when I'm talking about these professions, these all professions need a rigorous study, knowledge, and thorough personality. So this is a course. This is a very professional course, and that's why I'm talking about that. It is a humble profession. You have to develop yourself so humbly that people will come to you and people will know you about that you are belonging to a legal fraternity, and you are a successful person who is living in the society as a good citizen of our nation. So another important thing, when we take if you go further in the studies side, you are having various dimensions open, like master law course, LLM course you are having. Then in LLM course, you are having a specialization. That specialization can be according to your area of interest. If you are interested in corporate laws, you are interested in tax laws, you are interested in IPR laws, you are interested in constitution, human rights, you are having various dimensions. You may opt for that particular field and may grow yourself in the field of training and research, and further on you can do your doctorates also and can join as a professor also. Right now, I think all the professors here will agree to me on this point, that how we have grown ourselves, and how these students who are attending the lectures and who you used to attend the lectures, they should go further in this particular manner only. So I was talking about that nowadays we are having, I can see since last 5 to 7 years, I have seen that most of the students are very keenly interested to take part and to take admission in 5-year law course just after 12th. Earlier, when I was, I completed my law in 2004-5. Uh, in, uh, in that time, no, that was the last resort. The law was the last resort. That there is nothing to do now. Now do the law. But I took it in a very serious manner, and that's why I am in this field right now. I never quit my studies. I never skipped a lecture. But the thing is, where I have studied, the lectures were not like that in a very professional way. So sometimes we have to call the professors to take the lecture. Sometimes we have to enter into 5 to 7 students used to enter the professor's cabin and then used to ask so many questions because we could not find him in the class. There were so many matters. We'll not talk about the institute and because I belong to that, but the things were in a different way. We have found our own way. We have found our own way of teaching. But regarding the professional skills, it's my humble suggestion, since this is a very, very, very competitive age of globalization, age of mobile, age of laptop, and I'm very happy to see that while I'm sitting at home, I'm taking this lecture, since Corona have taught us a lot of things. We have come to know that how we can take the lectures online. And since last 1.5 years, we are taking lectures online also, and students are also actively taking participate in that. So just develop yourself, groom yourself in this particular course, not just only that taking lectures, for the sake of taking the degree. This is a very professional course. You have to develop accordingly. That I can say, and I can bet that once you have developed yourself in such a way, you have groomed yourself in such a way, you will never look back that what you were. You will always progress in your life. So you have to develop the skills, and you have to develop, and you have to also carry the human values with you in this particular course. It's not like that वकील हमेशा झूठी बोलेंगे. No, it's not like that. ऐसा कहा जाता है वकील झूठ बोलते हैं. भाई दो पक्ष होते हैं. There are two parts. There is two sides of a coin. So every party is presenting their case in their own way. And this is the judge has to decide on the basis of whatever has been presented before them. One who convinced the court, one who convinced the party, who convinced the court, then the decision comes into his favor. सबूत गवाह जो हम लोग सुनते हैं, देखते हैं, that is the thing. Now, in that way, we are developing the skills only, but we have to also keep in ourselves that we are a human being. And that's why I'm talking about that apart from the professional skills, we must carry in our mind all the human values, because we are living in between the society, between the people. We have to act with our colleagues. We have to act with our with the seniors, with our juniors, with our own professionals which are working in the different fields. So first of all, I will highlight some of the qualities of a good advocate, which you need to develop right from your admission till the end of the course, and you have to grow yourself even after that. So you have to gather the knowledge first of all. Of course, you are here for to take the knowledge only. Your teachers will teach you. Not only teachers will teach you, it's your duty to listen them carefully. It's your duty also to repeat them. It's your duty to ask the questions. It's duty to clear the queries. So knowledge you will gather step by step, subject to subject, according to the typicality. Then you will find that when you are in final year, you will be able to connect the subject of the first year with the final year in many ways. Just like evidence, CRPC, IPC, all are connected in. There are subjects. This is an Indian Penal Code. There is a procedure which is for the trials, right? There is a procedure for the civil cases that is in CPC. all are running in the combination, and you will be skilled after having the knowledge and practical learning of these courses. And nowadays I can find that more the students are also getting the opportunity after completion of their semesters. They are getting the opportunity in internships. They are being called in the various reputed firms. They are learning the drafting skills. So of course you should also do it practically. After end of each semester, you should learn either from a senior advocate, either from the judges, the chamber of the judges, and make a target right now, that what is the area of your interest. If you find yourself interested in working in the corporates, then right now you have to work upon the specific laws which are related to the corporates. For example, starting with the Indian Contract Act, from the contract, then partnership, then various other laws, right? So target based study will always help you. Most of the students I have found that when they are in final year, they were in tensions that what should we do now, what should we do. That you have to think right now, not in the final year. If you are targeted, then only we will achieve your target, right? So speaking skills you have to develop. If you are not speaking to so much, then this profession of practicing in the court is, of course, you will lose something over there. So you have to develop the skill of speaking skills, and speaking skills in a very professional manner, right? You have to develop your personality, that the person who meets you, he takes you as a professional, that you are speaking in a very good manner, you are a good person. You have to develop your personality, the way of presentation. If you are presenting in a very good manner, even you are having no contents. You have seen many persons that who are good orators, they speak in a very good manner although there are no contents whatever they are speaking, but still, because of their presentation, they are getting the attention and they are being recognized, right? Writing skills, you have to develop the writing skills. Writing in the skills means you have to know about the legal vocabulary. You have to develop your legal vocabulary, the typical the words, the meanings, you have to see that how you are looking into the research works, how you are reading them, what are the footnotings, how the case is to be read, how to read the AIRs, all India reporters, and many other things you have to develop with the writing skills. You have to develop the ideas, not just think in a single way. You have to develop a multiple dimension for a particular thing. You have to think in a very you have to develop your thinking process, your high thinking process, many dimensions with high aspirations. And first of all, you, with all these qualities, you have to keep patience with you and tolerance with you. This is the most important quality of a legal professional: patience. And the patience, the actual patience, you will come to know when you will be in a profession of being a judge judge in the court. The most you can say the patience and tolerance can be found over there. And at the same time, you have to develop some ethics. When you are practicing, you have to know about your clients, the secrecy between the clients, and how to deal with the clients, how to charge them with the amount and with your fees. You have to be professional. So dear students, in these 5 years, next 5 years, coming 5 years, develop your skills in and develop your these specific qualities so that you can be a successful person. There are many programs, as I have seen in this particular presentation of the Department of Law, that many moot courts is a mock you can say mock court, or it's a artificial court. You are just acting like an advocate. You have to participate. Everybody should participate, not the selected persons or selected students have to participate. Everyone should participate so that they can learn how to speak, how to develop their skills. And second, I have told you that you have to participate in the internships after every end of the semester. Drafting skills, you have to take part in the debates. You have to go through the case laws, not only the provisions, but also the precedents and the decisions which have already existing. So the case laws, then you can also have the visits. visits to the various visits to the High Court, visits to the Supreme Court, you have to take the part. Social services program like National Services Scheme, which builds your personality, which gives you a duty towards the nation. Then legal aid programs, which is organized, and that is compulsory for all you. Then you have to participate sometimes in the donation drives, plantation programs, right? You also have to gather the knowledge about the foreign laws, and you have to develop a comparative aspect also, that what is the difference between the laws in India, what laws are existing in US, why they are developed, what is the kind of the judicial system followed over there, and what is the kind of judicial system followed over being there. Then only after developing all these skills, you have to develop your personality. Not you have to take care of your health. You will say, sir, aapne itna sab kuch keh diya, you have told us so much that how to develop in a one day or two. As I told you, this will be developed only when you are developing yourself in a constant manner for the next 5 years by making a target right now. Then only you will develop a sound sleep, neend achhi aayegi. You have to develop, also take care of your health. You should meditate also sometimes. I have seen, and I have many friends as a senior lawyers, when I talk to them that how you are living, how you sleep, they used to tell that now we have started meditation early in the morning, and we used to sleep early in the morning. And that is the most important part. Until and unless you are healthy, you will not be able to develop yourself and groom yourself. And at last, you have to take the care of your family. Not at last, this is the primary stage. You will take all the things simultaneously. So my best wishes to all the students who have taken the admission at this prestige institute, Department of Law. And I can say with the last lines that when we say to get and to give, and when we double that, we can say that forget and forgive. All these are the qualities, and will solve your problems for the future life. And thank you so much once again for Jalaj. He's also my student and inspiration for all of you. He's one of my student. I have taught him around 5 to 7 years ago, where I was assistant professor. So thanks to the Prestige Institute, Professor R.K. Sharma, and thanks to everyone who has listened to me carefully. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening our students about this noble profession. Hopefully, our students would learn the true meaning of law during their journey with Department of Law, PIMR. Our chief guest for today's function is Honorable Justice C.V. Sirpurkar, former judge, Madhya Pradesh High Court. He was enrolled as an advocate in 1980 and was appointed as a civil judge in 1983. He was associated with computerization of High Court and rulemaking as registrar in Madhya Pradesh High Court. He held the post of former director, Madhya Pradesh Judicial Academy, and was also the principal secretary, Ministry of Law and Legal Affairs, Government of Madhya Pradesh, before his elevation. We welcome you, sir, and we are indeed honored to have you with us for today's function. I would request you if you could kindly address the gathering and bless our students.
आप सबको नमस्कार। डॉक्टर नीतेश सारस्वत, प्रेस्टीज यूनिवर्सिटी की फैकल्टी और एलुमनाई, सबसे पहले मैं हमारे विद्यार्थियों को बधाई देना चाहूंगा इस बात के लिए कि उन्होंने लॉ को अपने कैरियर के रूप में चुना है। जैसा अभी प्रोफेसर सारस्वत ने आपको ये बताया कि एज ए स्टूडेंट आपने क्या करना चाहिए, किन फैकल्टीज को, किन स्किल्स को आपकी पर्सनैलिटी के किन एस्पेक्ट्स को आपने डेवलप करना चाहिए, ये आपको बताया एज अ स्टूडेंट। इसीलिए मैं फोकस करना चाहूंगा कि व्हाट टू एक्सपेक्ट आफ्टर यू acquire द डिग्री। जैसे ही आप लॉ की डिग्री एक्वायर करते हैं, आपके सामने बहुत सारे एवेन्यूज ओपन हो जाते हैं। जैसा अभी प्रोफेसर सारस्वत बता रहे थे कि द प्रोफाइल ऑफ द लीगल प्रोफेशन has changed tremendously in past, I would say, 2 or 3 decades. जब हम लोगों ने लॉ किया था, I had done my law in late 80s, or rather late 70s, and I had joined the profession in 1981. मैंने मैट्रिक की एग्जामिनेशन पास की थी इन द ईयर 1973। यदि उस समय हमारी क्लास के 60 स्टूडेंट्स को खड़ा करके पूछा जाता कि आप क्या बनना चाहते हैं, तो मुझे नहीं लगता कि एक भी स्टूडेंट ने खड़े होकर के ये कहा होता कि मैं जज बनना चाहता हूं या मैं लॉयर बनना चाहता हूं। नो, नो वे। तो हम लोग जो लॉयर्स बने हैं या जजेस बने हैं, ये बेसिकली बाय डिफॉल्ट बने। जब हम लोग और कुछ वर्थवाइल नहीं कर पाए, तो हम लोग पहले लॉयर बने, और जब वकालत नहीं चली तो जज बने। Be that as it may, as the things stand today, law has become a coveted profession. यहां लोग अपनी इच्छा से आना चाहते हैं। The stuff we are attracting today, the raw material we are getting today, as lawyers, as judges, is definitely much better than what we got. I have absolutely no doubt in my mind. Having said that, I would try to deal with the different avenues that would open before you after you finish your education. There are basically 3 broad fields into which you can venture. One of them obviously is joining judiciary. That is to say, district judiciary. And to my mind, that is the easiest of all options. All you have to do is to clear an examination. I'm told that those examinations which are conducted by state public service commissions of various states have now become quite tough. It was not so in our days. But now the competition is really tough. Still, this is the easiest and by far the most viable option. The problem starts once you become a judge. You join as a civil judge, entry level, or what they call civil judge junior division. The emoluments you get would be limited, yet decent, and there are very many perks. What is really attractive about this option is that you get a lot of respect in the society. Even as a 25 years old, 26 years old, if you go somewhere and you're introduced as a judge, maybe a civil judge, very lower down in the hierarchy, a judge nevertheless, you get instantaneous respect. Unless you choose to fritter away that respect by your conduct. So, if you intend to choose this option, you must be very clear in your mind that you will have to remain contained throughout your professional life with the salary and the perks you get. In other words, you must be dead honest. If you're not prepared to do that, if you're opting for being a judge in order to acquire material wealth and acquisitions, I would advise you not to waste your time and waste the precious resources of your parents. There is no such thing as a dishonest judge. Either you're dishonest or you're a judge. You can't be both. There are several attributes of a good judge. But if I have to put it in a nutshell, I would say that unless you are a good human being, you cannot be a good judge. So you should try to acquire all the attributes of a good human being. Nice, respectable human being. Though it's not enough. It's not enough to be a good human being, to be a good judge. There are several other qualities which you must try to acquire if you want to be a good judge. As they say, A judge discharges sovereign functions. जज के जो कर्तव्य होते हैं वे सार्वभौमिक कर्तव्य होते हैं। पुराने जमाने में न्याय करने का काम किसका होता था? न्याय करने का काम होता था राजाओं महाराजाओं का। दूसरे शब्दों में कहा जाए तो सॉवरेन्स का। जिस समय एक ट्रेनी जज भी
ये आ चुकी थी आवाज।
जिस समय एक ट्रेनी जज भी डायस पर बैठता है, कितना भी जूनियर जज क्यों ना हो, जब वो डायस पर बैठता है और केसेस की हियरिंग को कंडक्ट करता है, वो सॉवरेन फंक्शंस को डिस्चार्ज कर रहा होता है। इसीलिए यदि उसकी कोर्ट में कोई भी आ जाए उस समय, चाहे उसका डिस्ट्रिक्ट जज आ जाए, चाहे कोई हाई कोर्ट जज आ जाए, चाहे सुप्रीम कोर्ट का चीफ जस्टिस आ जाए, लेकिन उसने अपनी सीट छोड़ करके खड़े नहीं होना है, क्योंकि उस समय उसकी कोर्ट में जितने लोग मौजूद हैं वो सब उससे नीचे हैं। यदि डिस्ट्रिक्ट जज आएगा, हाई कोर्ट जज आएगा, सुप्रीम कोर्ट जज आएगा किसी सिविल जज की कोर्ट में, तो वो एज एन एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव अथॉरिटी आएगा। उसका काम सिर्फ ये देखना होगा कि जज समय पर बैठा है कि नहीं, प्रॉपरली हियरिंग कंडक्ट कर रहा है कि नहीं। और यदि वो ऐसा नहीं कर रहा है तो बाद में भले ही उस जज के खिलाफ एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव साइड पर एक्शन ले ली जाए, लेकिन वो डिस्ट्रिक्ट जज या हाई कोर्ट जज या सुप्रीम कोर्ट जज उसको उस समय जबकि वो डायस पे बैठा हुआ है कुछ नहीं कह सकता है। और यदि वो कहने की कोशिश करता है तो सिविल जज को ये अधिकार होगा कि वो अपने डिस्ट्रिक्ट जज, अपने हाई कोर्ट जज या इवन सुप्रीम कोर्ट के चीफ जस्टिस के अगेंस्ट कंटेम्प्ट की प्रोसीडिंग्स ड्रॉ कर सके। इतना महत्वपूर्ण पद है ये। दिस इज द हाईएस्ट पोजीशन ऑफ ट्रस्ट which anyone can bestow upon you. तो इसके महत्व को समझिए आप इस पद की। और जब आप इतने महत्वपूर्ण पद पर बैठ रहे हैं, इतने महत्वपूर्ण पद को सुशोभित कर रहे हैं, तो आपसे ये अपेक्षित है कि आप नंबर 1 पंक्चुअल। पंक्चुअलिटी का मतलब ये होता है कि आप रोज विदाउट फेल एट 11 शार्प डायस पे बैठ जाओ। हमारे देश में एक जज को रिस्पेक्ट क्यों मिलती है? रिस्पेक्ट मिलने की 2 वजह हैं। पहली वजह है उसकी पंक्चुअलिटी। सुबह 11 से दोपहर को 2 बजे के बीच और दोपहर को 2:30 बजे से लेकर तो शाम को 5 बजे के बीच कोई भी व्यक्ति यदि किसी न्यायाधीश के न्यायालय में जाता है तो उसे न्यायाधीश डायस पर उपलब्ध होगा। और 11 बजे का मतलब ये नहीं होता कि 11ish, 11:05 पे बैठ गए या 11:15 पे बैठ गए या 11:10 पे बैठ गए. नो, you must be found on the dais sharp at 11. 60 seconds and 60 minutes, 60 seconds and 59 minutes past 10 o'clock. And this you have to do day after day, year after year. So the first attribute of a good judge is his punctuality. मैं कह रहा था कि इज्जत जज को क्यों मिलती, जो उस इज्जत की दूसरी वजह होती है वो होती है ऑर्डर शीट्स. कोर्ट में जो भी ऑर्डर शीट्स लिखी जाती हैं, एक बार उस पर न्यायाधीश के हस्ताक्षर होने के बाद उसमें कोई परिवर्तन नहीं किया जा सकता है. उस ऑर्डर शीट की जो अक्षुण्णता होती है उसको किसी प्रकार से वॉयलेट नहीं किया जा सकता. You cannot interpolate it in any manner, much less alter it. फाइनल हो जाता है वो ऑर्डर, फ्रीज हो जाता है ऑर्डर, और उसको चेंज करने के जुडिशियल तरीके हैं. वी नीड नॉट एट दिस जंक्चर एंटर इनटू दोस. अगर वो उस ऑर्डर शीट में ये लिखा जाता है कि आज केस किस बात के लिए लगा हुआ था, आज उस केस में क्या कार्यवाही हुई है, कार्यवाही के बाद अगली तारीख क्या है, और वो अगली तारीख जो है वो किस बात के लिए लगी हुई है. All these things are precisely and concisely recorded in that order sheet. That's why it's sacrosanct. Integrity of that order sheet is absolutely sacrosanct. इन दो वजहों से न्यायालय को इज्जत है. ये दोनों ही चीजें आपको सरकार के किसी भी दूसरे महकमे में नहीं मिलेंगी. इसीलिए जुडिशियरी महत्वपूर्ण है और इसीलिए जुडिशियरी की इज्जत है. एक और बात हम लोग we used to impress upon the budding judges when we were in State Judicial Academy. आप किसी के सबॉर्डिनेट नहीं. एक टर्म यूज होती है अक्सर, very loosely it is used, and unfortunately it is also part of the constitution. Subordinate judiciary. It's a misnomer. It's a complete misnomer. A judge can never be subordinate. Judiciary can never be subordinate. Nobody in the judicial hierarchy, not even President of India, not even Prime Minister of India, nobody can tell even the junior most judge to decide a particular case or a particular application in a particular manner. Of course, appeals are provided. In the judicial hierarchy, appeals and revisions and reviews are provided. But And in those appeals and revisions, higher courts or the appellate authorities or the revisionist authorities can interfere into your order. They can even set it aside, no doubt about that. But they can interfere with that order or that judgment after the order or judgment has been passed, not before. Before that order or judgment is passed, before it is signed, no authority on the earth can ask you as to what to do in that particular manner. This is your discretion, sole discretion. You may elect to consult your seniors. That is permissible. Before passing an order, in order to ensure that no error or mistake creeps into that order, you can consult your seniors. But nobody can compel you, nobody can direct you, nobody can order you to decide a particular case in a particular manner. और यदि कोई दुस्साहस करता है तो आपके पास में कंटेम्प्ट ड्रॉ करने का रास्ता खुला हुआ। साक्षात ब्रह्मा भी आ जाएं तो वो आपको कोई आदेश विशेष एक विशेष प्रकार से पारित करने के लिए निर्देशित नहीं कर सकते हैं। इन्हीं बातों के, और यदि आप ऐसे जज हो कि किसी की भी, जो कि आपको होना चाहिए, किसी की भी ये हिम्मत नहीं पड़ेगी कि वो कभी आपके काम में किसी प्रकार की दखलंदाजी करे। आपकी पत्नी को, आपके पिता को, आपके भाई को, आपके परम मित्र को, आपके बॉस को, किसी को यह अधिकार नहीं है कि वो आपके न्यायिक कार्य में हस्तक्षेप कर सके। यदि आपको न्यायाधीश बनना है तो आपको इस प्रकार का न्यायाधीश बनने के लिए प्रयत्न करना होगा। इसके अलावा भी एक अच्छे न्यायाधीश के कुछ गुण हैं जो उसने एक्वायर करने की कोशिश करना चाहिए। सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट होता है कमांड ओवर द लैंग्वेज। आप अपने निर्णयों में जो कुछ लिखते हैं, द लैंग्वेज विच यू यूज इन योर जजमेंट्स और इवन ऑर्डर्स is subject to endless dissection and comment. जब आपका जजमेंट या आपका ऑर्डर ऊपर वाली अदालत में जाता है अपील या रिवीजन के माध्यम से, तो दो विद्वान अधिवक्ता उस निर्णय या ऑर्डर का डिसेक्शन करते हैं और अपीलेट अथॉरिटी को यह दिखाने की कोशिश करते हैं कि आपका आदेश किस प्रकार से गलत है। ऐसे में यह बहुत जरूरी हो जाता है कि जिस भी भाषा में आप अपना आदेश लिख रहे हैं, चाहे हिंदी में लिख रहे हैं, चाहे अंग्रेजी में लिख रहे हैं, उस भाषा पर आपका पूर्ण प्रभुत्व हो। आपके आदेश का ठीक वही मतलब निकले जो कि आप चाहते हैं। A judicial pronouncement must not be open to different or conflicting interpretations. It must be unequivocal. उसका केवल एक ही मतलब निकाला जा सके, किसी के भी द्वारा वही मतलब निकाला जा सके जो कि आप चाहते हैं। और उसके लिए यह जरूरी होगा कि the language in which you are writing your order, you must have total command over that language. This is of vital importance. So you must develop your vocabulary, number one. You must develop felicity of expression. You must develop communication skills, at least written communication skills. I would even suggest that oral communication skills, because as a judge, you are not only required to write. ये हमें गलतफहमी होती है कि जज केवल चुपचाप सुनता रहता है और बाद में जजमेंट दे देता है। ऐसा नहीं होता। आप कोर्ट में जाइए, जब आप डेस्क पर बैठ करके प्रोसीडिंग्स को कंडक्ट करते हैं, हर चीज आप नहीं लिख सकते हैं, हर चीज लिखना संभव भी नहीं होता। एडवोकेट्स और न्यायाधीश के बीच में बहुत सारा इंटरेक्शन होता है। यू कैन आस्क रेलेवेंट क्वेश्चंस, pointed questions to the lawyers. If you're convinced about a particular point, you can always tell them that I am convinced on this particular point. So don't waste court's time over it. Don't waste your time over it. And you please convince me on this limited issue. This you can always do in order to save your time, because your time is precious. It's not your time, it's public time. आपकी जेब से नहीं जा रहा है। जितने समय आप डेस्क पे बैठे हो, उतने समय पर बैठने के लिए, काम करने के लिए आपको एक्सचेकर से पैसा मिल रहा है। तो यदि एक्सचेकर से वो पैसा आपको मिल रहा है, तो इसका मतलब ये होता है कि इट्स पब्लिक टाइम, उस पर आपका राइट नहीं है। यू हैव नो राइट टू वेस्ट इट। तो आपको अपना समय बचाना पड़ेगा, और यदि आप अपना समय बचा रहे हैं तो आपको लॉयर से इंटरेक्ट करना पड़ेगा, और इंटरेक्ट करते समय आपके ओरल कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स भी बहुत जरूरी हैं। लॉयर तो चाहेगा कि वो अधिक से अधिक आपको बताए, जो रेलेवेंट है वो भी बताए, जो इररिलेवेंट है वो भी बताए, और किसी ना किसी प्रकार से वो आपको परसुएट करने की कोशिश करे। कुछ लॉयर बहुत कंसाइज और प्रिसाइज होते हैं, कुछ लॉयर बहुत वर्बोज होते हैं। तो आपको हर तरह के लॉयर से डील करना पड़ेगा, आपको इंटरफियर करना पड़ेगा, उनको कर्टेल करना पड़ेगा आर्ग्यूमेंट्स के लिए, प्रॉपर कंडक्ट करने के लिए प्रोसीडिंग्स को। और उसमें वो आप जो कुछ भी करेंगे वो आपको बहुत पोलाइटली करना पड़ेगा। यू कैन अफोर्ड टू बी एरोगेंट, बिकॉज दैट लॉयर इज ऑल्सो एन ऑफिसर ऑफ द कोर्ट। नेवर फॉरगेट, न्यायालय का अधिकारी है वो, जो वकील आपके सामने है वो, आप उसका अपमान नहीं कर सकते। यू कैनॉट अफोर्ड टू बी इंसोलेंट, बिकॉज बियॉन्ड द लिमिट दे वुड नॉट टॉलरेट यू। सो you have to develop communication skills, not only written communication skills, but oral communication skills as well. There's one more aspect. Will someone please tell me how much time do I have? Because I can go on endlessly.
Sir, your speech is so interesting. Really, I'm telling you, you take your own time, because this is the time where these students will remember all these points which you are telling. Please, I mean it.
I'm a retired person. I can,
One thing I'd like to interfere. जैसा आपने बोला ना कि जज सबऑर्डिनेट नहीं होता है, वैसे ही सर जज रिटायर कभी नहीं होता है। अमेरिका वगैरह में तो इट्स नॉट मींस आई हैव सीन जजेस गोइंग फॉर द हियरिंग एट एज ऑफ 88।
यस, हिंदुस्तान में रिटायर होते हैं। फॉर्चुनेटली हिंदुस्तान में रिटायर होते हैं। It's a separate topic.
Yes.
We will speak on that some other day. But हिंदुस्तान में fortunately retire होते हैं. All I mean to say is that I have enough time.
I got it.
So I'm not pressed for time.
Yeah.
Anyways, I will try to be as brief as possible.
Please, sir.
So एक चीज और होती है कि prejudices and predilections. There are some external prejudices which we are all aware of. हमें मालूम होता है कि हमें कुत्ते पसंद नहीं, उसमें कुत्तों का कोई दोष नहीं होता, लेकिन फिर भी हमें नहीं अच्छे लगते। हमें मालूम होता है कि एक पर्टिकुलर टाइप के लोग हमें पसंद नहीं, but there are some other prejudices which we tend to internalize. We pick them along the way without realizing that we have picked a particular prejudice. Take for example a case, आप जिंदगी भर किराएदार रहे और आपके ऊपर आपके मकान मालिकों ने बड़े जुल्म ढाए। आपसे बरसात में घर खाली करवा लिया, आपसे आपकी परीक्षा के समय घर खाली करवा लिया, मर्जी आई तब किराया बढ़ा दिया, और जब किराया बढ़ा दिया तो you had to curtail your style of living, rather your standard of living. तो आपके मन में धीमे धीमे ये धारणा बन गई कि all landlords are crooks and they are there to exploit you. They are there to exploit the tenants. Now, when you become a judge, what happens? Unknowingly, unwittingly, you start siding with tenants. आप टेनेंट का केस ज्यादा सिंपैथेटिकली सुनते हो, हालांकि आपको नहीं मालूम, आपकी नजर में तो आप इम्पार्शियल हो, लेकिन ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम ये एक आपके जजमेंट्स में एक ट्रेंड डिसर्नेबल हो जाता है कि यू आर अ प्रो टेनेंट जज, और एक बार आपके ऊपर ये ठप्पा लग गया कि यू आर अ प्रो टेनेंट जज, तो कहीं ना कहीं एज ए जज आपकी जो इमेज है वो कॉम्प्रोमाइज होती है। सो यू हैव टू बी वेरी कॉन्शियस, you always have to be on guard कि आप किसी को इस प्रकार से ऐसे कोई प्रेजुडिसेस आप पिक ना करें कि एक पर्टिकुलर रिलीजन के लोग इस टाइप के होते हैं, एक पर्टिकुलर कास्ट के लोग इस टाइप के होते हैं, ये लोग इस टाइप के लोग क्रूएल होते हैं, इस टाइप के लोग डिसऑनेस्ट होते हैं, इस टाइप के लोग गंदे होते हैं, इस टाइप के लोग डरपोक होते हैं। इस तरह की चीजें, ये ऐसे प्रेजुडिसेस को आपने इंटरनलाइज नहीं करना चाहिए। आप किसी को सिर्फ इसीलिए सजा ज्यादा नहीं दे सकते कि उसने दाढ़ी मूछें रखी हुई हैं और उसकी आंखें लाल हैं, क्या आपको अवॉइड करना पड़ेगा, कॉन्शियसली अवॉइड। यू आर अ ह्यूमन बीइंग, यू आर अफेक्टेड बाय योर एनवायरनमेंट, नथिंग रॉन्ग विद दैट, लेकिन when you are in the seat of judgment, you need to avoid it. इन चीजों को आपको अवॉइड करना पड़ेगा। कुछ जजेस प्रो प्लेंटिफ होते हैं, कुछ जजेस प्रो डिफेंडेंट होते हैं, कुछ जजेस प्रो कंप्लेनेंट होते हैं, कुछ प्रो एक्यूज्ड होते हैं, कुछ जजेस प्रो लेबर होते हैं, कुछ प्रो मैनेजमेंट होते हैं, कुछ प्रो पुअर होते हैं। आपकी पर्सनल लाइफ में प्रो पुअर होने में कोई बुराई नहीं है, लेकिन एज ए जज आप प्रो दिस प्रो दैट नहीं हो सकते, और एंटी दिस एंटी दैट नहीं हो सकते। इफ यू आर नॉट अ गुड जज, you have to decide the case solely on judicial considerations. That is to say, within the four corners of the record. रिकॉर्ड के बाहर आपको नहीं जाना. आपकी पर्सनल सिंपैथी किसी पर्टिकुलर लिटिगेंट के लिए हो सकती है बिकॉज ऑफ एक्सट्रेनियस कंसिडरेशंस, लाइक दैट ही इज पुअर और ही इज हेल्पलेस, बट you cannot allow that to interfere with your judicial discretion. Judicial discretion is always exercised on settled judicial principles. It has to be exercised according to law. You have to deliver justice according to law, not as per your whims and caprices and prejudices and predilections. No. तो एक अच्छा न्यायाधीश बनने के लिए इन सब चीजों की तरफ ध्यान देना आपको जरूरी होता है. हम लोग न्यायाधीशों को यह भी सिखाते हैं कि किसे सर कहा जाता है. यदि आप इंग्लैंड में जाएंगे या अमेरिका में जाएंगे, नॉट इन इंग्लैंड बट इन अमेरिका एटलीस्ट, प्रेसिडेंट भी ऑर्डिनरी सिटीजन को सर कह करके एड्रेस करता है. लेकिन हिंदुस्तान में ऐसा नहीं. आपने कभी किसी कलेक्टर को अपने चपरासी को सर कहते हुए नहीं सुना, और चपरासी हमेशा अपने कलेक्टर को सर कहते. बिकॉज इन इंडियन कॉन्टेक्स्ट दैट address sir, that expression sir, has come to acquire a certain connotation of subordination. Somebody who is lower in rank would address somebody in higher rank as sir. Isn't it true? So in India, you cannot express it loosely, though you may do it in America, but not in India. Particularly in your official capacity. हम लोगों को कई बार ऐसे सिविल जजेस देखने को मिल जाते हैं जो कलेक्टर या एसपी को सर कह के एड्रेस करते हैं. उनको लगता है कि हम स्टेट पीएससी पास करके आए हैं और कलेक्टर और एसपी जो हैं वो यूनियन पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन की परीक्षा पास करके आए हैं, तो वो हमसे सुपीरियर. नो. आपको सर कह करके एड्रेस जो आप करते हो, वो आप बड़ा एक निश्चित उसके पीछे सोच है कि आप किसे सर कहोगे और क्यों कहोगे और किसे आप सर नहीं कहोगे. जो आपसे नौकरी में एक दिन भी सीनियर है, एक बैच भी सीनियर है, उसको आप इंटरैक्शन में सर कहोगे. आपका डिस्ट्रिक्ट जज है, उसको आप सर कहोगे, हाई कोर्ट जज को सर कहोगे, सुप्रीम कोर्ट जज को सर कहोगे, सुप्रीम कोर्ट के चीफ जस्टिस को सर कहोगे, हाई कोर्ट के चीफ जस्टिस को सर कहोगे. नो प्रॉब्लम विद दैट. प्रश्न ये पैदा होता है, कलेक्टर एसपी तो छोड़ दीजिए, क्या आप प्रधानमंत्री को सर कहोगे? क्या आपने प्रधानमंत्री को सर कह करके एड्रेस करना चाहिए? यहां आपको एक बात ध्यान में रखनी होती है कि आप सरकारी नौकर नहीं हो. यू आर मेंबर ऑफ जुडिशियरी, एंड जुडिशियरी इज एन ऑर्गन ऑफ द स्टेट, other two being executive and legislature. जुडिशियरी एक इंडिपेंडेंट ऑर्गन है. इंडिपेंडेंट ऑर्गन ऑफ द स्टेट है, तो न तो आप प्रधानमंत्री को सर कहेंगे, न ही आप विधानसभा के अध्यक्ष को सर कहेंगे, न ही आप आर्म्ड फोर्सेस के चीफ को सर कहेंगे। आप किसे सर कहेंगे? न्यायाधीश बनने के बाद, सिविल जज क्लास 2 या ट्रेनी जज बनने के बाद आप राज्यपाल को सर कहेंगे, बिकॉज ही इज नॉट हेड ऑफ अ पर्टिकुलर ऑर्गन ऑफ द स्टेट, ही इज हेड ऑफ द स्टेट। इसी प्रकार आप राष्ट्रपति को सर कहेंगे, पर न तो आप मुख्यमंत्री को सर कहेंगे, न ही आप प्रधानमंत्री को सर कहेंगे। जब ये चीजें आप अपने आप में डेवलप कर लेंगे, तो आपको कल प्रधानमंत्री आपके सामने एज ए प्राइवेट लिटिगेंट आ सकता है। उस समय प्रधानमंत्री के विरुद्ध या चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया अपनी पर्सनल कैपेसिटी में आपके सामने एज ए लिटिगेंट आ सकता है। उनका कोई सिविल डिस्प्यूट हो सकता है। वो सिविल डिस्प्यूट किसी ऑर्डिनरी किसान के विरुद्ध हो सकता है, ऑर्डिनरी मजदूर के विरुद्ध हो सकता है। फर्ज करिए किसी बड़ी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अथॉरिटी ने किसी को कार ड्राइव करते समय टक्कर मार दी, तो आपके सामने एक क्रिमिनल केस आएगा 279, 337, 338 का या 304 पार्ट 304 ए का, या आपके सामने क्लेम केस आएगा। तो उस समय उस कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अथॉरिटी के खिलाफ जजमेंट या ऑर्डर देते समय आपकी कलम कांपनी नहीं चाहिए। और ये रातों रात नहीं होगा, ये तब होगा जब आप पहले दिन से इस प्रकार की मानसिकता विकसित करेंगे। इतना आत्मबल आप में होना चाहिए एक न्यायाधीश के रूप में कि आप न्याय कर सको, चाहे कोई भी पक्ष आपके सामने हो। केस डिसाइड करने में गलती आपसे हो सकती है, वो एक अलग बात है, गलतियां रोज होती हैं। एक न्यायाधीश औसतन 10-12 गलतियां छोटी मोटी और 2-3 मेजर मिस्टेक्स करता ड्यूरिंग द कोर्स ऑफ द डे। मिस्टेक एक अलग बात है, लेकिन हम जानबूझ करके किसी को फेवर नहीं कर सकते। यू हैव टू डिसाइड योर केसेस without affection or ill will, without fear or favor, as per law, as per mandate of the constitution. मैं अधिकांश समय न्यायाधीश रहा हूं, तो न्यायाधीश के रोल के विषय में थोड़ा मैं अधिक गहराई में उतरा। लॉयर्स, मैंने सिर्फ 2 साल वकालत की थी, इसीलिए लॉयर्स को मैंने एक न्यायाधीश के रूप में देखा, उनके बीच में रहकर के ज्यादा नहीं देखा है। पर जो मैंने थोड़ा बहुत देखा है, जो मैंने ऑब्जर्व किया है, इसलिए कुछ बातें मैं आपको बहुत संक्षेप में बताना चाहूंगा कि ये जो लीगल प्रोफेशन होता है, एडवोकेट्स का जिसको अपन कह सकते हैं, इसमें कुछ चीजों की तरफ आपको ध्यान देना जरूरी है। जब भी हम लॉयर्स का आप कोई गैदरिंग अटेंड करिए जिसमें केवल लॉयर्स ही हों, अक्सर आपको एक बात सुनने मिलती है, हमेशा कही जाती है, बार बार दोहराई जाती है कि हमारा प्रोफेशन एक नोबल प्रोफेशन है। तो हमारे एक डिस्ट्रिक्ट जज हुआ करते थे, अब इस दुनिया में नहीं है। वो एक प्रश्न पूछते थे कि ठीक है, आप कहते हो कि आपका प्रोफेशन नोबल प्रोफेशन है, लेकिन आपका प्रोफेशन नोबल प्रोफेशन है, ये सिर्फ हमेशा आप खुद कहते रहते हो कि हमारा प्रोफेशन नोबल प्रोफेशन है, हमारा प्रोफेशन नोबल प्रोफेशन है, हमारा प्रोफेशन नोबल प्रोफेशन है। हमने आपके खुद के अलावा और किसी को कभी ये कहते नहीं सुना कि साहब हाँ लॉयर्स का प्रोफेशन या एडवोकेट्स का प्रोफेशन जो है वो नोबल प्रोफेशन, तो इसकी क्या वजह है? इस पे हर नए एंट्रेंट को विचार करना पड़ेगा कि ऐसा क्यों है कि केवल हम ही कहते हैं कि हमारा प्रोफेशन नोबल प्रोफेशन है, बाकी लोग क्यों नहीं कहते कि उनका प्रोफेशन जो है वो नोबल प्रोफेशन है। बहुत सारी वजहें हैं, बहुत बड़ा विषय है, उसमें अपन इस समय इतने कम समय में जा नहीं सकते, पर थोड़ा सा अपने दिमाग में कभी ये वाली बात पीछे रखिएगा जब आप वकील बनेंगे और उसके बाद आप प्रोफेशन में आगे बढ़ेंगे। तो ये जो बात मैंने आपको कही है, इस बात को ध्यान रखने की कोशिश करें। अब जैसा मैंने आपसे कहा था कि सबसे आसान है डिस्ट्रिक्ट जुडिशियरी में आना, लॉयर बनना मेरे ख्याल से काफी कठिन है। बन तो कोई भी सकता है, लेकिन सक्सेसफुल लॉयर बनने के लिए, अच्छा लॉयर बनने के लिए आपको काफी कड़ी परीक्षा से गुजरना पड़ता है और बहुत सारी ऐसी परिस्थितियों से गुजरना पड़ता है जो कि आपके हाथ में नहीं है। जैसे उसमें से एक तो ये है कि यू नीड टू हैव फाइनेंशियल बैकिंग। यदि आपको फाइनेंशियल बैकिंग नहीं है, क्योंकि ऐसा तो नहीं है कि आप काला कोट पहन, आपने यू एनरोल योरसेल्फ एज एन एडवोकेट, you don a black coat and a gown and from the day one you'd start earning. ऐसा नहीं। इस खुशफहमी में मत रहिएगा कि आप पहले ही दिन से इतना कमाने लगेंगे कि आप आत्मनिर्भर हो जाए। आपको कुछ समय, 2 साल, 3 साल, 5 साल, कई केसेस में इवन 10 साल तक आपको फाइनेंशियल बैकिंग की जरूरत होती है। कम से कम पार्ट फंडिंग, आपके जो एक्सपेंडिचर है उसका पार्ट फंडिंग जो है वो हो जाए तो आपको प्रोफेशन में जमे रहने में मदद मिलती है। वरना क्या होता है कि आप फ्रस्ट्रेट हो करके और प्रोफेशन छोड़ देते हो क्योंकि आप अपने खर्चे पूरे नहीं कर पाते। तो सबसे पहली बात होती है कि आपके पास में फाइनेंशियल बैकिंग होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि जो जेस्टेशन पीरियड है वो काफी लंबा है। डॉक्टर्स काफी जल्दी पैसे कमाने लगते हैं, चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स काफी जल्दी पैसे कमाने लगते हैं, एडवोकेट्स उतनी जल्दी पैसे नहीं कमाते। सो यू विल सी मोस्ट ऑफ द रिच एंड successful advocates are in their 60s or at least in their 50s, certainly 40s। उतना तो वहां तक तो आप मतलब आपको पहुंच ही जाते हैं। बट वंस यू स्टार्ट अर्निंग देन स्काई इज द लिमिट। जितना लॉयर्स अर्न करते हैं उतना फिर ना तो डॉक्टर्स अर्न करते हैं, नहीं चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट अर्न करते हैं। देयर आर लॉयर्स इन द country which charge something like 20-25 lakhs per hearing, whether hearing takes place or not, whether case is adjourned or not. Some even ask you to pay income tax on their behalf. Then you need an office setup. You would require a library. Not immediately, but gradually you need to develop a good library. You need to have a laptop. You need to have legal software. ये सारी चीजों पे आपको, you will have to employ a clerk. You need office space. You need furniture. All this you would require. तो इन सब चीजों के लिए भी फाइनेंशियल बैकिंग जरूरी होती है। फिर इस ऐसी स्थिति में क्या हो जाता है कि सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट आपके लिए ये हो जाता है कि आप एक अच्छा सीनियर अपने लिए चुने। बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है सक्सेस के लिए। वो आपको न केवल आपको लीगल एजुकेशन देगा, केसेस में कैसे केस प्रिपेयर किया जाता है, कैसे अपियर हुआ जाता है, कोर्ट को कैसे एड्रेस किया जाता है, क्लाइंट से कैसे डील किया जाता है, कोर्ट के स्टाफ से कैसे डील किया जाता है, ये सब आप अपने सीनियर के ऑफिस में सीखते हो। यदि पहले ही दिन यदि आप अपना ऑफिस खोल करके इंडिपेंडेंटली बैठ जाएंगे तो इनमें से बहुत सी चीजें आप कभी नहीं सीख पाएंगे। और ऐसे लॉयर्स जो सीधे कोर्ट में अपीयर होने लगते हैं विदाउट एनी इनफॉर्मल ट्रेनिंग फ्रॉम देयर सीनियर्स, अक्सर दे प्रूव टू बी डिसअपॉइंटमेंट्स। बहुत ही रॉ रहते हैं, वो अनकूथ रहते हैं, और समटाइम्स फिर वो some of them are absolutely insufferable. So I would not advise you to do that. It's important कि आप किसी सीनियर के ऑफिस में कम से कम साल 2 साल रहें और इन सारी चीजों को पिकअप करें। तो आजकल कंप्यूटर्स में प्रोफिशिएंसी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हो गई। पहले के जमाने में आपको किताबों में से लॉ सर्च करना पड़ता था, जो बहुत डिफिकल्ट होता था, बहुत टाइम कंज्यूमिंग होता था और बहुत ज्यादा मतलब इंटेंसिव लेबर आपको उसमें करना पड़ता था। यदि आप कंप्यूटर के स्किल्स आप डेवलप कर लेते हैं और लॉ का नॉलेज आपको अच्छा है, तो आप कंप्यूटर्स की सहायता से, लॉ सॉफ्टवेयर की सहायता से, SCC है, AIR है, दूसरे बहुत सारे सॉफ्टवेयर अब आ गए हैं, उनके सर्च इंजन्स बहुत अच्छे हैं। आप जो रेलेवेंट लॉ है वो बहुत आसानी से खोज सकते हैं। आप अपने डाइजेस्ट कंपाइल कर सकते हैं प्रॉपर्ली, जिसमें डिफरेंट टॉपिक्स के ऊपर रोजमर्रा काम आने वाली अथॉरिटीज को आप कंपाइल कर सकते हैं, और जिससे कि उस रिट्रीवल उसका बहुत अच्छा होता है और आप बहुत आसानी से जब भी आपको जरूरत होती है आप उनका इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं। कुछ माल प्रैक्टिसेस के बारे में मैं बहुत ब्रीफ में आपको बताना चाहूंगा जो आपको अवॉइड कर। कुछ लॉयर्स ऐसे होते हैं कि शुरुआत में ही उन पैसा कमाने की धुन रहती है, टाउट्स डिप्लॉय कर लेते हैं, रेलवे स्टेशंस पे, बस स्टैंड्स पे उनके टाउट्स घूमते रहते हैं, वहीं से रूरल लिटिगेंट्स को पिकअप करके वकील साहब के पास ले आते हैं और वो वकील साहब की फीस से ज्यादा फीस वो टाउट्स ले लेते हैं। इस तरह का जो सिनेरियो है आमतौर पे कहा नहीं जाता है, ये सब चीजें दबी ढकी रहती हैं, लेकिन मैं चाहता हूं कि इन सब चीजों को भी एड्रेस किया जाए। इसीलिए कह रहा हूं कि आप इस तरह की प्रैक्टिस डेवलप करने की कोशिश मत कीजिएगा कभी भी। कई तरह की दूसरी माल प्रैक्टिसेस हैं, उनमें मैं नहीं जाना चाहूंगा, लेकिन जिन माल प्रैक्टिसेस में मैं जाना चाहूंगा कि कोर्ट को एड्रेस करते समय कुछ लोग अननेसेसरीली जोर से बोलते हैं, तो उनको ये गलतफहमी होती है कि दे कैन काउ डाउन अ जज और दे कैन प्रिवेल अपॉन अ जज। तो ऐसा नहीं होता है, ऐसी कोशिश भी कभी मत करिएगा जज को इंटिमिडेट करने की। लेंथी क्रॉस एग्जामिनेशंस, घंटों विटनेस को क्रॉस एग्जामिन कर रहे हैं, कोर्ट का टाइम वेस्ट कर रहे हैं इस उम्मीद में कि वो अल्टीमेटली वो विटनेस क्रैक हो जाएगा या कुछ उल्टा सीधा बोल देगा जो हमारे काम आएगा। इस तरह की प्रैक्टिसेस कभी अडॉप्ट मत करिए। और देखिए, 2 चीजें होती, एक होती है साउंड लॉयर और एक होती है फ्लैम्बॉयंट एडवोकेट। यदि आप में दोनों चीजें हैं तो बहुत अच्छी बात है। कुछ आपने देखे होंगे कि वो लीगल साइड पे बहुत साउंड होते हैं, लेकिन जब वो कोर्ट को एड्रेस करते हैं तो शायद उतनी अच्छी तरीके से एड्रेस नहीं कर पाते हैं, कोर्ट को कन्विंस नहीं कर पाते हैं। तो ये भी एक फ्लॉ है जो आप में नहीं होना चाहिए। कुछ लोग क्या है, वो सिर्फ फ्लैम्बॉयंट होते हैं, मेहनत नहीं करते हैं, उतनी तैयारी नहीं करते हैं, उसकी वजह से उनकी लीगल साइड वीक रहती है और फिर वो केवल अपने, जिसे कहते हैं कि अपने ओरेटोरियल स्किल्स के बल पे कोर्ट को इम्प्रेस करना चाहते हैं। वो भी आमतौर पे नहीं हो पाता है क्योंकि जज को भी लॉ का नॉलेज होता है। तो ये कुछ चीजें हैं जो एज ए लॉयर आपको ध्यान में रखनी चाहिए। और मैं खत्म करने के पहले एक बार आप सबको शुभकामनाएं देना चाहूंगा कि आप चाहें तो जज बनना चाहें तो जज बनिए। लॉयर्स में एक और बात होती है कि यदि आप अच्छे लॉयर हो, हाई कोर्ट में या सुप्रीम कोर्ट में प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हो, तो यू हैव अ चांस ऑफ बीइंग पिक्ड अप एज ए हाई कोर्ट जज और इवन डायरेक्टली एज ए सुप्रीम कोर्ट जज। देयर इज नो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बार टू दैट। तो आप बहुत ऊंचाइयों पर पहुंच सकते हो, इसीलिए निराशा की कोई आवश्यकता नहीं। With hope and sanguinity to start your study of law, put in hard work, try to acquire good qualities, develop your intrinsic traits, and become either a good lawyer or a good judge or a good corporate legal advisor. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for motivating and inspiring our students to become a passionate and knowledgeable lawyer or judge. और ये भी हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि आज के विद्यार्थी जज बाय डिफॉल्ट नहीं, जज बाय चॉइस बनेंगे। As we mark the end of our function, I request Nakul sir, Assistant Professor, to please deliver a vote of thanks.
A very good afternoon to all the dignitaries present and the students. On behalf of Prestige Institute of Management and Research, I extend a very big thank you to Honorable Justice Shri C.V. Sirpurkar and Dr. Nitesh Saraswat for taking out their valuable time and addressing our students on their first day in college. I'm sure that they have learned a lot from your experiences that you have shared with the students. And we look forward to be in touch with you. We look forward to see you in person in our institute and address our students. We know that this is a pandemic situation and that is why we are constrained interacting with each other virtually, but we would love to have you in person also in our institute. With that, I thank you once again for sparing your valuable time and interacting with our students. I also wish to inform all the students that we will be taking a 5-minute break, and after which there will be faculty introduction. All the faculties will interact with you and they will also share the domain that they are responsible for. So kindly be patient and don't leave the meeting. Within the next 5 minutes, we'll proceed with the faculty introduction. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir, for sparing your time.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.